What's up, Anchor and addicts, or whatever you want to call yourself? Uh, yeah, so this is an ad. I'm in the shower, but I just gotta say, I just made my first Anchor podcast. It was about a half an hour long, and Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. It was literally simple. I press a button, it turns on. Uh, Anchor gives you, everything you need in one place. Because you can do it right from your phone, or if you have a laptop or a computer or tablet that you could just do it from. The tools, they allow you to record and edit your podcasts. So, of course, you could add little snippets in there, or take out things that you didn't want in there. Um, but the good thing about it is they'll also distribute it for you, so you can be heard anywhere you want to, like on Spotify or Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. You can easily make money from your podcast too. Uh, and they tell you and walk you through all the steps. And the good thing is, you can download it now. Download it now, because I've heard this from Gary Vaynerchuk. I've heard this app going out there a long time, for about a year or two. That it's just easy. It's easy to use, and I know this ad is long, but I don't care. But you can download it now on. Go to Anchor.fm to get started. It's ANCHOR.FM to get started. Let me finish my shower, okay? I think the Lakers are going to lose this game tonight. Listening to it right now, but yeah. I'm not going to be able to listen to it until I am off of this recording. See how much I sacrificed for you guys? That's okay, though. I knew the game was probably going to be over with right when Gary Trent Jr., well, before they took him out for some reason, before Gary Trent Jr. made another three. And I was like, if he makes another one, or if I make a couple more threes, I think the game is done for. It just seems like Lakers are gassed. I mean, they did play yesterday, so, I get it. And LeBron doesn't have the gas tank that he used to have, so it's reasonable to think that we might not win, but pretty close game, I gotta say. But regardless, valiant effort on both people, or on both teams. I was gonna say people because it's just mostly just Gary Trent and I don't even know who's really scored. Oh, Schroeder for the Lakers. Okay. I didn't get much sleep. I had to go and pick up my son in another town because he went and visited with friends. I woke up to go pick him up, so I got up early, like 2 hours early. Well, more like an hour and a half or something like that. But I was almost awake that whole time anyways. I'm feeling a lot better than I did last week. It's slowly accumulating. The rest that I'm getting is accumulating the better part of some of my back spasms, especially when I come to lunch here at work. It's weird. It's like I could even have the vehicle running. I have blankets. I'm warm. I'm not cold. I try not to get cold. In my car, I didn't have a heater. Well, it did, but it was not as great. But I still have blankets, so I know my body. Like, if it gets too cold, I'm not gonna sit in it. But I'll be out here all warm, and then when I get up to go back to work from lunch, it just feels like I worked super hard. My right foot hurts for some reason. It makes no sense, but I do what I can. I go back in. It takes me about a half an hour, maybe, if not longer sometimes, to get back into rhythm to finish work. But that's what we do. Tonight, right before I left, I was telling my kids, I was like, man, I don't want to go to work today. And they're like, well, why not? I go, well, I want to spend time with you guys. I'm sitting there watching a basketball game. I'm kind of on the balance between both kids. So, like, I'm never, like, disposed or indisposed to where I can't interact with them while I'm awake. At least I try not to. Unless, unless the kids are like doing their own thing, and then you have your free time right there. You just gotta pick and choose your battles. Because sometimes being there available for all the kids, sometimes you're fighting for attention sometimes. But you just alleviate that by giving them too much attention maybe sometimes, and then they don't want it. I think they'll get that when they get a little bit older. It's like, for me, even giving my kids a hug for a long period of time, as now they're getting older, it's like they wean themselves off of the physical affection, which is okay. So I know that there's some kids that are different. They love the hugs and appreciation and all the other stuff. I know my oldest, Trent, he hates everything. Well, not hates everything, but he just doesn't show his emotions as a normal person would. Because I know he cares. He just has his moments when he wants to say something. So, but yeah, that's neither here or there. Tonight I have one agenda, which is pace myself, which is make sure I'm trying to lift the right way. And even when I start feeling not great, I will try to take the time and stretch, because throughout the night, sometimes for me, I'm lifting heavy things. Sometimes I'm not lifting heavy things, and it's all being done for me. Like, I'll put it in a shopping cart or a pallet jack, or, something that's helping me to alleviate me having to lift a lot. So I think that always really, really, really helps me when I try to make things a lot easier. Like, even if I have to, like, say, do a team lift on something, if I can push it onto something without even having to pick it up, like, say it goes on a bottom shelf, I can just push it off and not have to lift it, which eliminates me having to go get someone and eliminates me having to pick it up and do that. So I'm not breaking any policies too. So, using my feet, and my feet are stronger than my arms, I can tell you that, which is a lot easier. Sometimes just pushing it off. I know that there's some things at Walmart where you can't get away with that, but the things that you can, you have to take advantage of it. I think a lot of people don't realize the strenuous nature that this job continues to have, depending on products and new things that come in all the time that are invented or created or whatever for people to purchase. Things change. Like, things might get lighter in the future, and then we don't have to worry too much about lifting everything, or maybe we'll have robotic arms. I think it's going to be really, really cool. I hope I'm not working then. Portland 115, 107. Yeah, I figured. See? Called it. But yeah, I just got that message right across there. I'm disgusted. Should have won that game. I'm just saying, we started out great, and then our second unit didn't do good at all, and then we blew a lead, and oh my gosh. So I'm over it now. I'm over it. On to the next game. Yeah. How are you guys doing? I know I don't ask enough. I never probably ask enough as much as I want to, because it's hard to do that when I don't hear no one talking back. But if you can, leave a comment, message, anything. I don't care if it's, a poop emoji. Just leave it. I want the interaction. I want to talk to you. Whatever you want to talk about. Maybe not everything, but, for the most part, anything, I don't know everything in this world, but I will certainly try to help people as much as possible, even if it's just words, right? Because sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes it's all you need to hear, and sometimes it's all you need to get you through the day. So, hit me up. Anyways, have a great night.